they don't know that their attitude and the attitude they have and everything is judging you. And you will find yourself, because already you were part of that, there is this part of you which the same spirit get hold on to you on that. So you will feel the impact. You will experience things that tells you that it's just like your own family or your own brothers. Your own blood brother can have effect on you more than somebody who is not. Why is it so? Because you share something more. He's more closer to you than that person out there. So the fact that you have become a Christian, you become a Muslim, or you become a Buddhist before, if you drift to realize certain things, and you see that you're moving in a different direction, and they sort of see you at the opposite end, or in a situation realize that they are realizing or concluding that you are drifting away, their condemnation and judgmental attitude definitely have effects on you. You don't have to be looking elsewhere for that. And my experience have everything to do with Christianity. Maybe the people will not admit, or the people might not be close to you, they may be distance away, but the activities that they have every day will have issues on you, because you have come to realize, and not just me, many people are falling in the same situation. You have come to realize something, and that you have whatever you have realized is the opposite of what they know or what you used to know with them. So now you are obviously in the devil's kingdom in their eyes. You understand? And it's even possible for me also to see them as being in a devil's situation rather than. So we both have a different view of seeing each other. So we do have effects. You could the effects will be very clear. Their mental mind or state of mind will see those effects. They will feel those effects, or will acknowledge those things. And I also it depends on how it goes. But whereby you cross over those bridges where you all come to understand something, then that's it. But I am trying to understand whatever a Christian understands. I am trying to understand whatever a Muslim understands. Whatever makes that Muslim thinks that what he's believing is true and is right. Whatever the Christian believes and thinks that what he's believing is true and makes sense, is right, that he follows it to death, even he will kill or do anything to protect his faith. And surely it is there, statements are there that tells you to defend your faith. There's nothing wrong to defend it. But it's entirely up to you to find out that what you are defending, does it make logic, does it make sense, or what? If you're defending something that doesn't make sense, you're virtually a product of evil, and you don't even see that. Because there are people who are in the Al-Qaeda group who do not consider themselves as evil. You think if they think that way, they will be part of it? No. They believe they're going to heaven. They are heavenly creatures. You think that murderers or that destroyers out there, or Hitler and his group, in the time when they were in action, they thought they were evil? No. And so you may be a Christian, you may not think yourself as being evil. The only way is, as I said, to know that what you are part of, whether it is round or square, what you are part of, whether it is truth or it is lies, you have to come out of it. Then you can see the true picture of what you were part of what you are part of, what it is. If you want to see that is this earth is round or circled or egg shape or hexagon or rectangular, whether the earth is square, you have to go out of the earth to see that. Or you can choose to listen to people who will tell you that, oh, the earth is that, and you believe that. That's entirely up to you. But if you really want truth, evidence, you have to take that mantle of knowing it. And how do you do that? Get into a spaceship, if you can afford it, and go up with them to up the skies somewhere and look down and see the shape of the earth to see whether it is round or it is square. That's how it is. This is the only way you can find the answers. It's the same way you are in a religion, you are part of a Christianity, you are part of Islamic, you are part of whatever bullshit you are into. If you don't go out of it You can never see the shape of it. You can't see whether it is a deceptive thing or it is a truthful thing or it is an honest thing. Because your mind will be in there and your mind will be fed with the information that you are bound to be fed with. You are in prison, you eat what you give you. And so you become, you I mean, this is simple logic now. I don't have to go deep and explain this deeper and deeper. It's simple logic. I mean, I hope you get what I'm trying to say here. And if you get that, idea of knowing that until you step out a little bit or you step back and look, you can never find it. If you don't get this idea clearly, then you will be stuck in that snare or that trap. If I open the book, I've pointed things out to you. Unveiling of the friendly trap. Look into it. Listen to those videos. It's about 400 videos of there. But probably 200 or 300 mixed with the personal account and achieving peace and all that. And sometimes in achieving peace, I coach you certain things. And you will get the picture that will tell you that, hey, all this time what I was doing didn't make sense to me. It consumed me. Rather, it made me look crazy. It made me look ridiculous. And I didn't know. Yes, that is what it made you look like. Others even believe that being into, especially in the Christian sense, is like when you get, now today, that's what people really portray things to be. Like if you get into the sex life or you sort of work onto your sex life, people are having all sort of silly approach to things. It have some benefits so much that you will not experience certain things you go through, and you are mentally drowned or mentally having all difficulties because you are not such sexually active, or you can imagine how people come up with all sort of things. I mean, what has that got to do with anything? There are people out there who are impotent. They are impotent. There are people out there who are impotent, who are producing and thinking straight and giving people advices and doing all sorts of things, making sense out of life, and they are sort of every day contributing so much. You think that being sexual active have something to do with anything? No. It has nothing to do with anything. And so you are desiring for the thing because it is naturally part of your life. Whether you are sexually active or not, you are still a person that have the ability to think and to renew your mind to do what you have to do in life. But you cannot attribute that to any person in his abnormality. There are people who are actively into these things, and actually it is those people who are into this active situation or active lifestyle who are actually being deluded and being fooled and being, taken advantage of every day. You'll be surprised to go out there and see men that have got so much respect and prestige in life being glorified over things like this, things like what is presented in the Quran or in the Bible, because they've been seen as great people. Recently, the previous Pope John Paul, I think, his name is Pope John Paul, he's been made a saint. He's been idolized somehow. He's being made a saint. We know what saint means. Why? Because it's what is believed. After they've checked him out and realized that, he brought something good to society. He did that and that. He stood up for the Christian church. So the church had to make him a saint. Probably had to build a statue there of him and all that. He's been lifted. Somehow they left him to go down the grave, go down to hell. Maybe that's how he's been seen, as he's being buried that way and not mention of anything of saint. He's been left there to go to the grave, and it's traditional thing. Now they lift the body. They have to leave the grave, dig the grave. They didn't make him saint straight ahead. They have to take the grave, the body down from where they buried him again. With the assumption that they left him to go to hell, to know what is there in hell, and compared to the same thing that happened to Jesus Christ, that he died 3 days, went to hell, and then he rose the third day and went to heaven. So